One night, he took me to a fancy hotel. Dim lights, soft music. I was wearing red for the first time. He looked at me and said, "You look amazing." I felt like a princess. After dinner, he drove me home. It was quiet, dark. What happened to me changed my life. My name is Elena. I live in a small village in America. My mother, father, and the rest of us are simple people. I was studying in college. I had a lot of friends. The girls in my class were my friends, but I didn't have a boyfriend. The other girls in my class used to laugh at me and tell me that you are weird, but I never paid much attention to what they said. My mother always told me that, "Son, work patiently and you will get everything at the right time." I also believed in waiting. I also believed in a peaceful life. I believed in doing things the right way. The other girls in college used to laugh at me. They said that I was weird or too old-fashioned, but I didn't care. I had my own way. I was going to stick to it. I dreamed of a simple marriage, a good person, a peaceful life. I thought that if I waited long enough, the right person would come along, and I would definitely find my destination. One day I was sitting in a coffee shop. I was sitting there very calmly. I was looking out the window. Then suddenly a young man who was very handsome and touching my heart also reached where I was sitting. His name was Rose. He looked very rich and from a good family. He had a very beautiful smile on his face. He sat right next to me and said to me, "You are very beautiful. I like you very much. I am also very beautiful." He said, "I am very happy and relieved to meet you." No one had ever said such a thing to me. My face became hot. I felt ashamed, but also a little happy. Later, I told my friend about it. She got really serious and angry. She said, "This man is not right. He goes through women like water. He doesn't stay with anyone." I heard him, but I didn't listen. I thought maybe I am different. Maybe he will change for me. Rose started talking to me on the phone, texting me for hours, which made my heart skip a beat. I felt so special. No one had ever treated me like this before. I started thinking that this was the one I had been waiting for my whole life. One night, he took me to a fancy hotel. Dim lights, soft music. I was wearing red for the first time. He looked at me and said, "You look amazing." I felt like a princess. After dinner, he drove me home. It was quiet, dark. He stopped the car and looked at me. Then he kissed me. It was my first kiss that he had ever had. My heart was beating so fast. I felt happy but also scared. I thought about what my mother had said. I thought about my rules. Did I mess up? That night I couldn't sleep all night. I thought like this. The next day, Rose wanted to meet me again. She tried to get closer. Real closeness. I stopped her. "Because I want to wait," I said. "Until we get married. This is all impossible." She looked at me for a long time. Then she smiled. "Okay," she said, "let's get married then." I was a little nervous and excited. I was also very happy because I liked this person a lot and I always wanted to be with him. I thought my dream was finally coming true. A week later, we reached a city. Me and my friend Rose. She said there was some work there. She said we could get married quickly. No waiting, no big wedding. Now I was also starting to go crazy for it. I was a little nervous, but Rose held my hand. I trusted her. I wore a simple white dress. We got married very simply. We got a room in a hotel. No guests, no family, no music, just a man reading a few words. We said our vows. He kissed me, and just like that, we got married. I thought my new life was beginning. I was sitting in this room like a bride. I expected it to be warm, but the day was different. It was cold, quiet. He drank and went into another room. He sat on his phone for hours. I sat alone on the bed in my wedding dress, staring at the city lights, waiting for him. I told myself he must be tired. But he entered the room after a long time, and I started a new life and were very relaxed. The next morning, the day left the room, but no goodbyes, no texts, nothing. I waited for a long time. In the evening, he came back again. His face was hard. His eyes were red. He looked at me and said, "I want a divorce." I felt like I had stopped breathing. I couldn't breathe. I thought it was a joke. But he wasn't joking. He wasn't laughing. He said, "You are so naive. You are not suitable for my life." Every word hit me like a punch. He grabbed his bag and walked out. He didn't look back. He blocked my number. He left me completely and left. I had been married less than a day. And now I was alone. I couldn't even go to my house because I had done this marriage of my own free will. Not the will of my family. I thought my parents wouldn't let me come home anymore. They were already angry with me. They said I embarrassed the family. They couldn't even look at me. A place I thought was safe, but it wasn't. Then I had a phone conversation with a girlfriend from my class. I told her everything. She said, I already told you about this person. She just said, come stay with me. We'll figure it out. I packed my things and went to the city. I got a job at a small bookstore. Quiet, peaceful, but the only thought that had ruined my life was the same thought that consumed me. Everything else was so peaceful and good, but I was trying to forget that thought. One afternoon, I saw a magazine at the store. It had Rose's face in it. He was a billionaire. Big companies, fancy parties, the whole deal. And me, I was just a joke to him. A game. That's when something clicked inside me. I sat down sadly. I was targeted. I found a lawyer. A good one. I told him my story. He believed my story. We filed a lawsuit against Rose. Rose tried to scare me. She called me. She laughed at me. She said, you will lose. But I didn't back down. When we went to court, the judge heard everything. He saw the truth. And I won. I got the money. But more than that, I got my dignity back. After the trial, my parents called. They apologized. They wanted me to come home. But I was not the same girl anymore. I told them that I loved them. But I needed to make my own life now. Today, I live in a small apartment. I have built my own beautiful house here, and I have found a very sincere and loving husband. I told him my whole story, and then we got married. And now my life is easy, and I am very happy. Now I have my own bookstore. My husband and I are both at the store together. Now sometimes I think of Rose. The pain she gave me turned into strength. This is what I have learned. I just trusted the wrong person. You can't change a person who doesn't want to change. But you can always change your story. I still believe in love, because my husband and I love each other very much. Dear friends, if you like this story, then tell me in the comments, share the video and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.